15 years ago, I was working the front desk at a gym. I was making, I think, 9.25 an hour, and I had to fight for that because the minimum wage at the time was like 8.25. And after 5 years of working there, I went to them and I said, "Hey, come on, bump me up to 10.25. Give me a little raise. I've been here. I'm loyal. I'm hardworking. I love this gym. I love the members. I do a good job. Everyone else who you're getting for 8.25 isn't. Isn't it worth an extra dollar?" And they were like, "No, but you can do membership sales. You can be a salesperson." So I looked to the sales guys. Are you happy here? Do you like your job? Is it fulfilling? No, no, no. I hate it. I'm miserable. I get yelled at. I get insulted on the daily. Why aren't you selling enough? It's not enough. It's not enough. We need more sales, more sales. And I was like, man, I don't know if I want to do this. But I don't know what I want to do with my life. I wanted to be a professional wrestler. This was me when I was 18. And I was like, all right, what am I going to do? I don't know. What am I interested in? I don't know. What do I want to be when I grow up? I don't know. But there were some guys at the gym who were very interested in day trading. And I was like, I have a lot of money because prior to working at the gym, I worked in the restaurant industry, double shifts. I had a lot of money. I was living at home. So all that money went into savings. So I had a lot of money saved up. And I just didn't know what to do with it. And I was like, wait a minute. I could trade stocks. I could be a day trader. So I listened to these people who were idiots, and I was an idiot for listening to them. But I thought, if I can figure this out, I can make money, and that can be what I do, and then I can have freedom. Of course, there are trade-offs, as with like anything in life. Like, you don't have stable income when you're day trading, but I figured, well, I'm a minimalist. I live below my means, and I budget, and I'm good with my money, so I can have good months that carry me through the bad months. I can make this work. But there was no community. There was no social media like this that existed back then. So when I figured it out and I taught myself how to do everything, I thought, I should give back. I should be on social media making videos because there wasn't anyone like me when I first started. And I want to be that for someone else. And I was also fueled by, social media was very heavy on courses, on get-rich-quick schemes. I didn't want to be that guy always selling. So anyway, I kept trading. I was trading stocks full time, and I was making, hundreds of videos per year to the point of like thousands of videos. And I was tired. I was burnt out from doing both. And I thought, man, I want to lean more into the social media thing. I'm having fun. I never wanted to be an influencer or content creator. I never thought about, how can I monetize my following? That was never my goal. But I was having fun doing it, and I was helping people, and I wanted to keep doing it. But I was distracted with the trading. So I said, you know what? I got enough money saved up that I'm going to try to give it 2 years to see if I can make something from a content creating job career without having to sell a course or guides or templates or one-on-ones, which meant that the majority of my money was either going to have to come through TikTok and YouTube and AdSense and the Creator Fund, or I was going to take on brand deals. But I was very strict about the brand deals that I wanted to do. I don't do a lot of brand deals. My views weren't high enough to make me money through the Creator Fund. Brand deals were very inconsistent. They would be great. They would be terrible. And I was like, all right, I don't know what to do here now. I'm going to have to go back to trading for income. And I'm going to have to maybe make fewer videos here on TikTok, which was kind of a bummer to me because I like doing this. But the creators who were going viral were the ones selling these schemes, these get-rich-quick thing, the Lambos, the Rolexes. Their courses were $499, and that's not me. And then I remembered this story that Arnold Schwarzenegger once told of how he made his money, right? So he made his money in bodybuilding and through private coaching before he got into the movie business. And what he did with the money from all of that was he bought income properties. And those income properties gave him freedom to choose the movies he wanted to do. He wasn't beholden to Hollywood or money. He could just say, no, this one doesn't appeal to me. Well, that one does. Or, there's no movies right now. No worries. I've got my income properties. I can go to the gym. I can keep busy and not have to do something. He could do something because he wanted to. Imagine if he had to take every single gig that came his way, even if he didn't want to do it. He might have been doing something else when the offer for Terminator came along or Predator, and he might have missed those roles. See, Arnold had income, therefore he had options. So I'm thinking now, over the last couple of months, what can I do so I don't have to sell something, I don't have to do brand deals, and I can continue being on social media. And for me, that came in the form of something that I'd never traded before, which were covered calls or options. And I never traded options before because, frankly, I got into day trading and swing trading stocks. I got comfortable with it. I'm good at it. I liked it. And I just was like, no, there's no need to learn how to do something else. If people here ask me, could you teach me options? No, go follow that guy. Go look at something else. I'm not that guy. I do what I do. I do it well. This is what I do. So I never really took the time to learn about it until I started seeing all these videos on social media saying you can make $1,000 a week selling covered calls, which is a half-truth. Because yes, you can, but it requires a lot of capital. We're talking about, in these examples of $900 a week, it's usually coming from Tesla covered calls. Well, 100 shares of Tesla is around $30,000, and most average Americans don't have that. So I said, all right, I'm going to make some videos with some more affordable, they're still expensive, $5,000, but more affordable options to show you that you can still make something. It might not be $900 a week, but maybe $100, maybe $200 a week, which can really help you build an investing portfolio or cut down on some of your expenses. And then I realized something. These covered calls are like a money hack. I was telling my girlfriend about it, and she was like, why haven't you done this sooner? I'm making right now about $600 a week. A week, just sitting in my pajamas. Well, I'm sitting in my Metallica shirt right now. And of course, yeah, there are trade-offs with covered calls, and there are risks with covered calls, and these are not my long-term investments. Those are separate. This is strictly for income. So if the stock skyrockets, what I always say, I'm not here to make all the money, just some of it. I don't care if it goes up a lot. And I missed out. If I could have had another dollar in profit, if I had just traded. This is easy. This is easy. There's not a lot of stress. I'm not combing over technical analysis and charts and trying to find the next stock to trade. I just have a good solid portfolio of stocks that I can sell covered calls on and make pretty consistent income, which frees me up to remain on TikTok doing this without having to sell anything or take brand deals. And by the way, I'll take a brand deal if it's a company that I really want to work for. But I'm very, very strict about who I agree to work for. So right now, between the creator fund, occasional brand deals, and covered calls, here's the key word here. I have enough. Enough. I don't need more. I just need enough to be comfortable. I have total freedom. I'm not beholden to anyone. This is like Arnold with his apartments and his income properties. This is my version of that. I can do what I want. I can make 20 videos one week. I can take 3 weeks off if I want. I'm not beholden to anyone. You can have this too.